I'm back. I had this one circled for 2 weeks. Just like an NFL head coach had a certain game this week circled for, I don't know, months. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Welcome into the NFL Parlay of the Week. We're here. You see Bet365, 21 or older gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You see me at Shanda Show. It's how you follow along. And yes, let us begin, right? Because you're now part of the Yacht Shopper community. Welcome. All comments, all will span whatever range or spectrum of conversation you'd like to initiate here are welcome. The good, the bad, the ugly. For me, number one, I told you, I'm back. Thank you. I was on paternity leave. Some of you thought I was fired. Some of you thought even worse. I get it. Now, a lot of you are disappointed to see me back, but still, I wanted to be back as fast as humanly possible. I just wasn't allowed to be. But that's good. I got a new kid. So what can I say? Number one, I told you circled. Frank Reich. Draw just a big one. All right? The following week, when Frank Reich takes on the Indianapolis Colts. But people are thinking right now that Frank Reich is overlooking this Houston squad coming in here, overlooking the Texans, who are 0-4, last four straight up against the spread in this series. Last four games as a favorite, they have yet to cover. 4 straight for the Houston Texans. They have been playing significantly above their talent level, which is a cool story when your quarterback as a rookie doesn't throw a pick and it's great and it's all, but it doesn't last. And I'll tell you, Carolina just comes off a bye. Frank Reich, pretty good off a bye, 4-0 straight up, 3-0-1. So you still have that little push there against the spread. Load them up. Carolina plus 3.5. That's leg one. The biggest thing we look at here, there is no look ahead. The Panthers, number 2 in the league, defensive touchdowns per game. Houston is all the way in the back. You know, there are some things that would just jump out at here, but the biggest, the number one, is the lack of hubris, if you will. Frank Reich knows when he's beaten. And Frank Reich in the bye week, smart man that he is, allowed for the extra time to hand things over to a new play call. It's not like a week. It's not like it's jammed in there. Love, number one leg. You better put Carolina in there. Absolutely. So a lot of you right now are going to have an issue. All right. A lot of you are going to have a problem with the next play, the second leg, if you will. And I get it. Look, I'll even show you what's going on here at Bet365. You can make this your first safety bet up to a G, and then we're back. All right. Now, the thing about this play is you're going to hate it. I know you're going to hate it because it doesn't make sense in your brain. Because why in the world would you take the Denver Broncos, even though this is the second most important key number across the entire sport? Why would you do it? Why would you mess? Why would you tempt fate? Why would you look like an anus? Denver's 5-0 against the spread, last 5 games as a home dog in division. And the Chiefs, I love this. The Chiefs in their last 10 games, this is recent shit. We're not going back to, since 1980. No. This is recent. This is Mahomes. This is Reed. This is all that. Last 10 games, the Kansas City Chiefs are 1-9. 1-9. ATS. Coming off a double-digit win. Well, the Chiefs just roll through everybody. They do, but then they don't. Then they don't. The Broncos getting 7 is exactly where we want to be. Talk about a look-ahead game. I'll just leave you this small little thought here as you see the big picture. Oh, we got to talk about this Titans game. Give me a second, please. But the last thing I'll remind you is Kansas City's on their way to Germany following this. That's a look ahead. That's where you get caught. This is a 3, 4, maybe even 6-point victory. I will slide in with the 7. Look, this is what we do here. Giving you the Titans plus 2.5. I'll give you that. I'll give you some odd shopper plays before we get out of here. Remind you about what's happening across the board. But look, the Titans, this is going against my gut. This is going against my common sense. All of that. but you have to ride with the head coach. The second most at third, arguably, outside of the left tackle and the quarterback, 2-1 respectively. Most important piece in any chess game or match, if you will, when you're talking about trying to cap or bet on a game. Head coach. Not every sport, but in the NFL, absolutely. Mike Vrabel's 5-0 straight up against the spread coming off a bye week. 5-0 ATS at home before a pair of road games. Oh, this is a team in their last 5. Now, granted, the quarterback, what are you doing with the quarterback? I get that when you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. I think there's a shot here that one of those guys, if they get hot, they're going to stay in. He's not going to pull Will Levis if Levis is cooking out there. And there's always a little shout out to our guy, Walter, from Walter Football, of course, pushing the unknown factor when you get it. This is contrary to a lot, but when you look at this, Panthers plus 3.5, Broncos plus 7, Titans plus 2.5 against the Falcons at plus 628, we got a shot, folks. We got a shot. You have a shot. Make that your first bet. $5 gets you 150 back, or first bet and bonus up to 1,000, as they call a safety net bet. I'll see you, safety. We don't need a safety here. It'd be nice to just cruise into this parlay. My first one back in 2 weeks. What do you say? Did you hit the thumbs up button? Did you subscribe on the way out? Hey, subscribe on the way out. Did you do it?